Good day. This is Milton Flanagan with Flanagan Financial Services. Inflation, a regressive tax. Many people are beginning to get worried about inflation. What does this mean and how could it affect you? Inflation could potentially erode your purchasing power. While it can affect almost everyone to one degree or another, individuals and families who earn less are typically affected the most, meaning inflation tends to be a regressive tax. Let's look at an example. Over the last year, price of gasoline may have increased anywhere from $1.50 to $3.50 or more a gallon. There could be several reasons why this significant increase has occurred, but one thing is for certain. More of your income is being consumed by the significant rise in gas prices and other goods. For those who earn more, the effect is not as great for those who earn less. If your car, for example, holds 20 gallons of gasoline and you were to fill it at $3.50 a gallon, that could cost you $70. For one person, that could be almost a full day's wages, while for another individual, that might be just 2 to 3 hours of work. You see, the person who earns less is affected the most. During the 1970s, many of you may remember inflation was rampant, in some cases ranging anywhere from 14 to 18% or more. Some of you also might remember when CD rates were 12, 13, 14, 15% or more. But if inflation's at 18% and you earn 15% before taxes, and after you pay your taxes, isn't your real rate of return maybe a 2 to 5% loss of purchasing power? Meaning that if, for example, the soda was $1 and now is $1.18, and you only earn $1.15 on your money, then you can't buy the soda, bottom line. If we use figures more like today, it would be if the soda is $1 and inflation was 5%, then the soda could cost $1.05. If you only earn 1% before taxes on your bank deposits, then you'd only have about $1.01. So again, you can't buy the soda. At least right now, we're not dealing with double-digit inflation. But are your savings keeping pace with the purchasing power of inflation, as we recently discussed? Here's one question. What are you earning on the money you are loaning to the bank? I know many of you think I just went crazy because you don't loan money to the bank. Well, let's think about that. For example, if you have a CD and the bank is paying you 1% for 1 year, haven't you essentially loaned that money to the bank for that year? What happens if you close your account early? Sometimes there's penalties. Kind of sounds like a loan. Why do many people have money just sitting in a bank? Many times it's to protect or keep their money safe, which may be fine for a portion of your money, but if you need more income because of inflation, how much money do you actually just need to keep safe? It can become a balancing act. Don't get me wrong, everyone needs to have an emergency bucket, but having too much money, not earning, or earning very little may mean that you're losing purchasing power on your money, and therefore you might not be able to purchase and keep up with the purchasing power, and your money may not be as protected as you think. Think of this. If you're earning 1% on your bank money, right? And that probably is pretty generous today. In your 25% tax bracket, and inflation's running at, let's say, 5%. Well, the first thing is you didn't earn 5%, so you're not at least keeping pace with inflation. After taxes and inflation, you could have actually lost money and more of your purchasing power because your interest didn't cover the cost of the taxes and the inflation. So while your actual account value did not decrease, in reality, you may not have made any money or potentially have lost money or purchasing power there. That is how a regressive tax works. Now, let's say you took a portion of that money, of your liquid cash, and you were put it into a product that might earn more than a bank rate, possibly defer the taxes, protect all or a portion of your principal, and potentially distribute tax-free income. Could that be a better place to have your money? Maybe. It depends on the individual. That's why it's important for us to discuss your situation. Everyone's situation is different, and everyone may have a different purpose for their money. But as inflation continues to rise, and in many cases, the purchasing power of the funds you are earning in those bank institutions continue to decline, and given the current administration's prowess for increasing taxes, not doing anything at all could lead to potentially financial trouble in the future. Remember, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. Ignoring the signs and not doing anything might not be the most prudent thing to do. If you're interested in learning more about ways that might potentially be able to save money on taxes, potentially earn more on your money to keep pace with inflation, and looking for ways to possibly protect your principal amount, give me a call, Milton Flanagan, at 630-235-5273, and or email me at mflanagan, that's F as in Frank, LANAGAN, at FlanaganFinancialServices.net, and we can develop and schedule a time for you and I to meet and talk about your specific situation. If you'd like to learn more, you can visit my website, www.FlanaganFinancialServices.net. There, if you are doing some planning for retirement, there's also my book that's there, Creating Sustainable Retirement Income, which is also available. Again, this is Milton Flanagan. Thank you very much, and you have a great day.